Hello, my name is Luke, and I'm a 50-something, half Haida, half Nishka indigenous man. I've been a professional artist for over 20 years, and I've been designing games for around 4. This is a weekly vlog where I'll play a board game solo, talk about current artworks and past artworks, games I'm designing, channels I'm watching, and my never-ending battle to get my health back in check. Hello there, shiny, happy people. My name is Luke, and welcome. Well, thank you for being here, and welcome to my weekly vlog. The title of this week's episode is Banana Bread and Imposter Syndrome. This week was a really quick week for me, and as much as I hate it when people say, "Oh, that week got away from me," oh, that week really got away from me. Yes, I am a hypocrite. And so this week I finally made my plans for going to Terminal City Terminal City Tabletop Convention in Vancouver next month, March 15th, 16th, 17th. I got my airplane ticket. I haven't made my hotel arrangements yet because my nephews might be coming with me. If they are, I'll get a room with a couple beds. If not, I'll just get a room with a single bed. And I'm pretty excited. I've never been to a tabletop convention before. Like I said, I've been to many comic conventions, which is why I automatically said Comic-Con, comic convention, but it's tabletop convention, and I'm excited. I know it's not that big. I know it's just a small one, but it's a good way to dip my toe in. Next year I want to go to Dice Tower West in Las Vegas because I love Las Vegas and I love board games. I'm not really used to going up to strangers and asking if they want to play games though, so we'll see how that goes. I hope it's not racist there. So you can never tell. So like I said, I've never been to a convention like this, so I'm mostly just going to soak it all in and just walk around a lot and buy some games. And I'm actually going to try to sell a couple games. I have Gloomhaven, which I've never played. I'm playing Jaws of the Lion right now. I'm at like this 7th scenario. And I just can't myself, like that's going to be hard enough it's so hard to set that game up that I can't really see myself playing more than Jaws of the Lion. Like, I've gotten the 7th scenario, and I heard it goes around 18 or 19 scenarios, depending on the path you choose, and I just can't see myself playing more than that. There's no way I'm going to play 100, because I played solo, and yeah. I'm also going to sell a couple of LCGs. I have the Lord of the Rings LCG and the Arkham Horror LCG, the base games that I just never play. I tried playing them, and I just couldn't get into it. And also, I just don't want to play a game where I have to buy a whole bunch of things all the time. Like LCD, like I'd rather it comes naturally where I really like a system and I just decide to buy more, but you don't have to buy more. Yeah. And so on another note, so I did send out half of my playtest packages for my prototype print and play game. And I only sent out half because I was having this weird like imposter syndrome about it, and I wasn't really feeling confident. I was unconfident or inconfident. I guess it's unconfident since unconfident didn't spell check. Yeah, but I guess that's the proper word. But I don't know. Is it weird? Like, is it normal just to have imposter syndrome when you're doing something new like this? Like I've given bad games to my friends to try and play, and I've given one good game. But they're my friends, so it wasn't really high risk. Whereas this is like sending it out to strangers, and I don't know. Maybe I felt like if they don't like it, then to be embarrassed. And I don't know. It's embarrassed in front of strangers. I don't know. I shouldn't bother me. Like I should just be like whatever. But anyway, it took me probably an extra 2 weeks to send it out because it was ready 2 weeks ago, as I've said on here. And I was just dragging my feet because of that. And yeah, so I sent out 6. I got like 14 people to sign up, so it's pretty cool. So I'll send out the rest today. I mean, it's ridiculous that I haven't sent it out yet because I need feedback. I need to know if this game is good or not, and I think it's good. I mean, I played it and I enjoy it. Anyway, so as you can see, the game in front of you is Red Rising. It's designed by Alexander Schmidt and Jamie Stegmaier. The artist is Miles Bensky, Jackie Davis, and Justin Wong, and published by Stonemaier Games. Yeah, it's a good little game. Yeah, I think it's a good solo game, but I think it really shines at multiplayer. I was really surprised when I played a multiplayer that the cards don't cycle very quickly. And so, and I also think that this is a really great gateway game for solo board gaming because it's so easy to set up and it's so easy to play. Um, yeah, and so, but even though I do enjoy playing solo, I mean, that's all I do really. I just don't play this very much anymore. I think my solo games have gotten a bit more complex, my solo game taste. Or maybe it's just a natural lifestyle of a board game where you play it a bunch of times and after about 10 or 11 times you just sort of don't want to have that experience anymore. That could be it as well. But I haven't played in a while. Um, that being said, I think this, like I said, I think this is a really great gateway game for people. I think it's a great gateway game for people who are new to gaming as well. I mean, if you want to play like a modern board game, but you want to ease people in, you don't want to like drop a Shem Phillips on them or something because they might not ever play again. But like I said, even though I don't play this much, I don't think it's ever going to leave my collection just because I do enjoy playing it on the rare occasion. And as far as health and fitness, I did work out once this week. I was on the treadmill for half an hour on Friday. So the last day of the week. And oh my God, on Saturday, I felt awful. Like on Friday, I felt so good. I was like, yeah, I'm going to work out every day. That feels so good. But then like on Saturday, like my body was just tired and I felt heavy. It was tough. Like I really got to start working out more. I got to do it every other day because I'm out of shape. And yeah, anyway, we know I've droned on about that before. But it's weird because I felt really heavy the next day. And I do, like, if you look at the scale, here's the scale. So I gained 1 pound over the week. Just, I don't know, just not doing anything. Eating pretty decently. But I worked out once. I'll work out more next week. I do want to be able to walk around for the convention. It's in 3 weeks. And I need to not feel like I'm having a heart attack every time I walk more than 50 yards. Anyway, so here's my food journal for the week. It's not bad. I got pizza and chicken nuggets on Wednesday and fries. Wednesday was a mini painting night with my nephews, and so the next day I ate some of the leftovers and I froze the rest of the pizza. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. And I made banana bread last Sunday, and it was the first time I ever made it. I've always had like old bananas and been like, oh, I'll make banana bread, but I never do. This week I did. It was amazing, and wow, now I know why I like it so much. There's so much sugar. But yeah, like I said, I have this little mini banana loaf pan that I bought a while back, and I got to use it finally, so it was good. So now my food journal. Saturday I had egg sandwich for breakfast with chicken sandwich for lunch and spaghetti and some bread for dinner. And Sunday I had French toast and bacon. I went out for breakfast with my mom, and then I had banana bread for lunch, and I can't recall what I had for dinner. Monday I had egg sausage sandwich for breakfast, cabbage and sausages for lunch, and chicken with bread and banana bread for dessert. Thursday I had eggs and bacon, banana bread. Maybe the extra pound came from all the banana bread, to be honest. Wednesday I had eggs and toast, salad for lunch, pizza, fries, chicken nuggets for dinner. That was the game night. And then I had a cookie. Thursday I had eggs and toast for breakfast, fries and chicken nuggets for lunch, and a cookie. That was Thursday. And then Friday I had eggs and toast for breakfast and salad and toast for lunch. And oh man, I can't remember what I had for dinner. And anyway, so yeah, that was my food for the week. Art projects I'm working on. So I've been working on the Dreamer Mask a little bit. I got a little bit of carving, a little bit of sanding. I'm excited about it, and I can't imagine finishing it on time. But I have 5 weeks left, and I really need to get some serious work done. If I spend a solid week working on it, like hopefully this week will just be a solid week of carving, because I've been game designing a lot the last 2 weeks, so I really need to drop a good week of carving in. So if I do that, I think I'll feel much better about it. And I need to do some more drawing and painting. And when I go to Vancouver next month, it's not just going to be about the tabletop convention. I also need to get some paper, some really good paper, because I want to do these really cool sort of insect wing designs, Northwest Coast insect wing designs in color. So I'll need to get some good pencil crayons as well. So I'll need to do some research on that. And yeah, so basically I just want to paint and carve more next few weeks. And games I'm working on, I actually have some pictures here. This week I'm also working on the cards for 3 Ravenz. This is my trick-taking game. I spent a lot of time redesigning the cards and decided on a common background for all the cards. I think it ties in, and it just ties in because it makes everything easier for the graphic design. It's all they're standardized the numbers, the victory points, and the symbols for each suit. And I'm also I'm going to change it to vision-friendly cards. And I changed a few of the artworks for the card art as well for the Trump suit because I wanted it all to have art that was more floating. So I eliminated all sort of like the rectangle and square artworks. And I'm happy with the choices I made. I'll do some extra work with some of the cards, but that's okay. I also changed my mind about the pip cards. So I was originally going to make them every single card unique, but I decided I'm just going to have them virtually the same except for the rank. For example, the number 10 would have 10 pips, etc. And I'm really excited about it because I think it looks really good. And like I said, I have my playtest packages, and I send some of the files to friends to look over. We'll see how that goes. I also made like a video that I sent, and the video was kind of confusing. I wish I'd done a better job. I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes logic just doesn't work well with my brain. The games I played, I didn't get up to playing too many games this week in real life. I played a lot of games on my iPad, though. I play card games on my iPad. I play like 13 games. I play like hearts and spades and like French tarot and occasionally golf. Yeah, but for the most part, like I said, I was working on the games, working on the iPad, drawing on the iPad mostly. And so channels I watched, they all sort of blurred together. I watched a little bit of Board Game Company, some stuff about top 10 games with caveats. I watched a Board Game Garden video about medium games or something, a few others. And when my nephew's over, we had the Ninjon channel playlist on while we painted. Yeah, so my goals for next week are to send out the rest of my playtest packages, carve my face off, and finish the card out for 3 Ravens. And to finalize my hotel room, I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, so the final score of this game was I had 198 points and the automa had 262. I got my butt kicked. And so I really needed to maximize my combos more and concentrate on 2 tracks. And I don't think I played the automa exactly right, so I think I gave them some extra points. And I should have tried to end the game sooner. I used to beat the automa, so yeah, that's how long it's been. And so the artwork we're going to look at this week is called Savior, and here's a picture of it. So Savior was part of a Savior was part of a triptych I did for when I was in grad school, and I brought it back, and I didn't actually complete it in grad school. I mean, I showed it, but it wasn't completed, and I had to redo it like 7 years later after I got my master's degree. I sat down and I finished it. It looks the way it looks now, and so as part of the story, like it's actually a story. The triptych is actually a story. It's written on my blog. If you find my blog, Luke Purnell Art, or the Art of Nishka Haida Carving, I think. I can't remember. I never use it. Anyway, the story's there. It's okay. It needs to be rewritten. Anyway, so the Savior is basically the figure in the center is like basically a demigod, a half human, half raven, and he's trying to save the souls of these 2 conjoined twins. And that's sort of the artwork depicts the moment when he's saving them, he thinks. Anyway, so like I said, it's triptych. The first piece was like a little carving which sold like as soon as it was, oh, there's my timer. That's which sold like right away, and then the painting sold a little while later, and Savior's just never, I don't know, it's not as popular as the other 2, I guess. I'm not sure. I like it. But I've seen it a million times. And anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my little talk about my week, and have a good week yourself. Be kind. Say something nice to somebody. Thank you. Thank you for viewing my channel, and I hope you will continue to tune in. The old man once said, life is a journey, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. So this is me, stopping and looking around, because I have been missing it. These are a few of my socials. Please follow those and this channel as well. Thank you, and be well.